This is a simulation interview. You are going to hear some questions, and then you're going to stop the video and answer the question. You will be asked a series of questions related to your role in aviation, and then to a specific aviation-related topic. There are no right or wrong answers. Show you understand the questions by responding to them directly and fully. The examiner will ask you further questions to encourage you to talk more about some of the things you mention in your responses. Let's start. Why did you become a pilot?
I became a pilot because I have always been fascinated by aviation, and the aerodynamics of aircraft and the mechanics of powered flight. Since I was a child, I have always wanted to fly aircraft, be it commercial or executive. My father always took me to the airport to see the planes. I loved it. I cannot imagine myself working in any other job.
What would you say to somebody who wants to be a pilot?
Well, I would say it's a very expensive career. For example, like the flight hours, the training, the documents, and the medical certificates. But the salary is good. You can visit different places and experience different cultures, like French or English, Spanish or American. But you miss events. You stay away from home during birthdays, Christmas, vacations, and holidays. And finally, we have to study a lot. We have to study manuals, meteorology, English, and simulations. That's my opinion.
Is training important in your company?
In my opinion, it's very important. We must study procedures, simulators, ground school, emergency situations, emergency procedures, aircraft type, regulations, manuals, etc. Yes, training is very important.
In which position do you want to be in 5 years' time?
I want to be a captain with Icao level 5, maybe working abroad in China or Qatar or Saudi Arabia. I could also be an executive pilot, flying a Gulfstream or a Falcon 7X. There are lots of possibilities.
In the future, do you think it's possible for aircraft to fly without pilots?
In my opinion, it would not be possible, due to emergency situations like fire on board, depressurization, engine failure, and hydraulic malfunction. I think passengers wouldn't feel safe without at least one pilot in the cockpit. In my opinion, it's definitely not possible.
What's the difference between flying an aircraft and simulator training?
The cockpit is an exact replication of a real aircraft. It allows us to train for abnormal situations in a safe environment. An aircraft actually moves through the air, and there are real-life consequences for any mistakes or errors. They're almost the same thing, but one flies and the other one does not.
What can airline companies do to promote safe flights?
The worst thing that could happen to any airline company is an aircraft crash, resulting in loss of life. So it is in the interest of the aviation industry to ensure that flying is as safe as can be made possible. Each time there is an aircraft accident, the Air Accident Investigation Bureau spend many hours analysing the cars and in most cases advise adjustments to avionics or pilot training. Airline safety is a top priority in the industry. There are many rules and regulations, both relating to aircraft, pilot skill, and ground operations to ensure safe flying.
This is the end of the first part of the TEA exam.